Hey, Cancers, this is Jen with Lady Tarot 911. Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? Okay, so let's see where Cancers, what's happening for Cancers? Oh, it's funny because when I was shuffling, I saw this card, Death and Rebirth. Yeah, huge, huge transformation. 2024 is not going to go out quietly. Let's see what else. Yeah, bringing relief. That kind of looks like like compass directionals. You have just been indecisive. Okay, so maybe there has been a friendship or some type of relationship that you have decided to cut off for because of toxicity. There's I think that you have cut out a lot recently in your life that has not been taking you in the right direction, and in doing so, I think that you're finally kind of starting to feel better. And because these decisions, I mean, if you look at this friendship, trying to decide about a friendship, this is a renewal of yourself, of relationships, what path to be on. I think that, again, it's a lot of transformation happening kind of all at once, kind of at the end of the year. Yeah, growth. That makes sense, right? Growth. And just a self-reflection, looking back at 2024 and kind of seeing, okay, what worked and what didn't work, what needs changing, what lessons have I learned, I think that I'm really feeling like a lot of you have grown quite a bit and changed. I think that you are at a place that is a lot different than where you thought you would be at this point. Let's go ahead and jump in and let's look at what else can you tell me about Cancer's energy at this time. What messages do you want me to give them? Yeah, independence. You've gained independence. This says it's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. I was talking about that so we had a card in the collective that came out that said uncomfortable, and it was just being put in this uncomfortable spot because it's growth, and that's where growth happens. So that makes a lot of sense. Look at that cat. That look to me is just like sassy, quiet sass, right? That is what that is. Quiet sass, taking no bullshit any longer. Done, had it. Do not mess with me is what that cat is saying. In that look, that is priceless. Okay, so you are influencing others. So even if you can't see it at this moment, there's an influence that is happening with your energy, with those around you, those connected to you, relationships in your life. There's it says use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. So really speaking up for yourself, I'm hearing too. Let's get one more. And make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed. So this is like the Magician card, and this is teaching you a lot about who you are, and the fact that the answers that you seeked maybe or sought out, I should say, in 2024 are actually being answered within you. And because the answers have always been within you, the answers have always been there. And but maybe you just haven't seen it. Okay, so let's take a look. So this is you, right? Let's take a look at your person on your mind, or the situation, maybe a job, a family situation. If you're, whatever's on your mind right now, let's see who's on your mind or what might be on your mind at this time. This is my people cards. And of course, just this connects, then it connects. If it doesn't, then then just don't worry about it. It's maybe not your read at this time. I'm starting to do daily reads, so hopefully, one of them will connect with you and where you're at on your timeline. Okay. Let's see. Who maybe is this person in your energy or this situation? What is this for Cancer? So this could be, somebody who might be a bartender. This could involve alcohol. Says master of libations. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should know what that is. I don't know what that is though. Small talker, alleviator. Maybe this is somebody that you met out while you were kind of hanging out at a bar. Could be somebody with a dark complexion. Let's see. Wow. Okay. So this is a waiter and a bartender. Maybe you met him at a restaurant. The waiter says attendant of hospitality, steward, cleaner. Let's see who else. Oh, stranger, passers by encounter by chance, mutual aid, or new friend. Maybe you met a new friend. This to me, he's masked. Oh, somebody wearing a mask, somebody that maybe your person, is wearing a mask, or that's kind of the issue, or maybe somebody, I'm hearing maybe somebody you can't remember because you were at the bar. I don't know. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Let's see what else. Oh, lost soul. So this one says seeker of clarity, wanderer, confusion, defeat, and struggle. Maybe this is somebody in your life that you have really tried to give a lot to, and I'm hearing that the relationship was not reciprocal. It wasn't, it was something where you gave a lot of the help and energy and attention. You gave that to somebody who has, whether this be a family member or just a soulmate or somebody who has felt maybe they haven't made good decisions. They have been kind of, maybe they're not awakened and have just felt like maybe they're just continually making bad decisions. This stranger one, this could be something that's very 5D as well, being that this is kind of like space. Maybe you don't know your person yet that that is coming into your life. This new soulmate. That could also be what stranger is. And what is this? Oh, friend. Okay, so maybe they were a friend, keeper of the trust, companion, support, sharing joy. They might have a dog. Yeah, they might work at a restaurant as a bartender or a waiter. I'm also hearing that the person you actually don't know, like the person that you thought you knew, you don't know. This could be somebody who was your companion. And again, friend, they might have, sorry about my ring light. I don't know how to get around that. I guess, oh, there we go, right here. I just need to remember it's right here. So they might have a dog, I heard, or a cat. And they could be, like really struggling right now. Okay. Oh, well, they might be encountering quite a bit of uh, struggles at this time. They might be losing their home or homeless. They might have, they might not be employed. It says solitude, hunger, bankruptcy, or wandering. So this to me is like lost. So again, like lost soul. Okay. So those were quite a few possibilities of who this could be. Let's look at your archetypal energy. difficult decision. It says lack of direction, the pathless. I think that that's what has been happening, because if you put this together with friendship, okay, so what I'm hearing is that maybe, so maybe you have been trying to help this person in, a time of need, that, and it just got to be too much. Like they weren't changing, they weren't reciprocal, they weren't accepting help, they weren't, they became more of like a stranger to you than somebody that you actually knew. And so this made it hard for you to make a decision of like, do you reach out and help? Do you just sit back and wait? What do you do? And I think that this is where you were at in a decision in regards to a relationship or a friendship, or, this could even be, any type of engagement with somebody else. And it was hard for you, but you've been able to finally kind of rebirth. In the past, there was this, ending, and there was, a relief on you, because, the energy shifted in regards to this friendship that had been pulling on you. I'm hearing energy vampire. So that was you had a difficult decision to make. But you are becoming, independent and moving forward. Now, where are they at? Okay, so when I picked these up, it left this card. So this one, the Sentinel, determination and certainty. So this could be, I think, so what I'm hearing is it's switched. It's switched. And so if you look at the friendship card, the arrows are going, right, different directions. So I'm hearing that the energy switched. So I think that the energy that you were in and they were in was that there, you had a difficult decision to make. They were determined to go the way that they were going to go, whether it was a, bad path to take, or like a low vibration path to take, or, because it should have been like this, but it wasn't. It was like this. And so this is the energy that you used to be in, and that you're coming out of now in November. Is, they aren't clear any longer. They don't have determination or clarity, or they are getting that now, and you are making the difficult decisions now in regards to your growth and your independence, breaking off from friendships, relieving this energy drain that maybe you've had on your side, and by maybe speaking up for yourself, and understanding that you can go it alone. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's see what else. This could also be, you're starting to really, you could have a platform. You could be just voicing your concerns. I'm hearing that you are getting out there to set your own path, and you're really stepping into that power of using your voice to do so. However that maybe you're, really pushing for the job that you are much deserved, or that you deserve, I should say. You are making it known to family, where you stand, and that, you you're just standing up for yourself with family. I'm also hearing you're making it known in relationships, whether that be family or anybody else, about boundaries and where your boundaries are, and you're not going to be overgiving any longer, just like cancers usually do, right? So, oh, these are upside down. Okay, so um, there is an attraction, and mutual feelings between you and this situation or this person that um, that you're thinking about, that's on your mind. There is, um, you whether you change the situation, the friendship dynamics or not, the attraction is still, very much there. Um, yeah, because of past suffering, you had to make a decision. You had to, what does it say? Uh, Betrayal, victim. You've really had to heal from this and release the past. And this was a difficult decision, one that you took. I'm hearing time in making, one that you really had to be alone and go within. So as you were making these decisions and you were deciding, the only choice, maybe you didn't like the choices that you were given, but you had to make it because there wasn't another way. Um, and or there wasn't another way, I'm hearing, to salvage your own energy, your own respect, and to finally be able to put one foot in front of the other and move forward. Um, and it was like what I was talking about in the, I think it was the collective read too, about that pushing through, forging through. It was really hard to make this decision and to forge through um, with this decision, but you were suffering where you're at. So even though you might have felt like you were going to be suffering, pushing through to make this hard decision, you were already suffering where you were standing. And so, for things to change, you just had to forge through and make it happen, or that's what you're going through right now. Yeah, and this had to do, yeah, with healing. This allowed you to, even though that this attraction was still there and is still and might still be there. Um, yeah, because what I'm getting, so I'm in my mind, I'm seeing the Queen of Cups in the Light Seers Tarot, and it's the Queen with her hands up and she's surrendering, right? And I feel like that's what this is that you're you're done trying to control um, things that are happening in your life. You're just allowing to go on the river and okay, let me rephrase that. You are allowing the ride on the river to just be, and you are going with the flow of that because you realize that the control that you thought you had wasn't getting you anywhere, and um, and you just needed to release and surrender. And whatever that meant, even though it might not have been a part of the blueprint that you had set out, or what you thought was going from the beginning of the year um, till now. And I'm just referencing that because we were talking about like 2024 and it coming to an end. Maybe what you thought was going to happen in 2024, it's completely different now, and it could be because of just the different choices that were wrong choices, or um, just hard choices. Well, I shouldn't even say hard. A lot of easy choices, easy directions that other people went because they didn't want to do the work in 2024, which changed the trajectory, as I mentioned in the collective read, changes your trajectory, right? And your plan. And it's just like, you know what? I don't know what everybody else is doing. I don't know the decisions that they're making that's affecting my direction. And so I'm just going to give it up to God, give it up to the universe, and wherever they take me, even if it's away from this friendship, this situation, I need to go within and heal what's kept me here, what has made me so afraid to move forward, and and this says learned behavior. So yeah, breaking ancestral chains is what I'm hearing. Things that you were taught, maybe to maybe you were taught to um, you know for cancers, they say that they are the best lovers. They are the best. If you get a cancer to love you, you really, you've got something special, because cancers love so deeply and they are so loyal that, and that's something that we're also, that being a cancer myself, I know, you know, um, in my family, loyalty was important, and sticking it out and being strong and brave and holding strong to being strong-willed. That's something that can be a trait with cancers, and so holding on. I think that cancers, you have held on until you just can't hold on anymore. You've held on until the very, very end, very last minute, and you gave it your all. But it's time that because you don't know all the other decisions that are being made by other people around you, and adjusting the energy and the goal, the end point, and that goal line, that and that bar, setting that. it depends on everybody around you and other people in your life. And so it's something that you can't always count on to be what it's going to be. Your blueprint might not be, like it might be planned or laid out that way, but it might not end up that way because, you might not end up following that blueprint like it was laid out, is what I'm trying to say, because it changes um, due to other people's choices. And this friendship or the person on your mind or this job, the family might have made different choices than, ones that maybe they should have, or they, you know, pushed back and rejected doing any of the inner work on their side, which then changes, like I said, the trajectory for you. Okay, let's see. Speaking of, let's look. So, what have you been working on? So, missed chances and unseen risks. Seek facts and stay open-minded. Lack of awareness. I think that just by holding on, maybe there were some other opportunities that came around that might have to come around again, or that. Um, but I don't believe that anything happens just by coincidence, by chance. I think that everything happens for a reason, and maybe you needed more time to get these lessons and do this inner child healing work. Turn shadows into gold by shifting your awareness. Shadow alchemy. So yeah, just the shadow, which is the inner child and the healing. You needed a specific amount of time to do that, and whether you're on this timeline or not, you might be doing this right now. You needed that much time to figure it out, and and go inward and understand that you have all the tools, and you don't need to, wait or look outside yourself or continue to invest in friendships or relationships that were not giving back and they were draining you. You didn't need to wait for them to finally show up for you, because you could show up for yourself, is what I'm hearing. Let's see. How is your person feeling about you at this time? Or like, what's the situation on the other side? What is the situation or person? What do they feel for Cancer at this time? Okay. It says flying high, feeling infatuated, or having an intense affair, starry-eyed and passion. I don't know if maybe this is how they feel. I mean, I asked about how they are feeling for you. Maybe they're getting, they're here. Give me another one. Set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. Aware, healthy, and control. Maybe this is, well, could be maybe your person is, not, maybe they, okay, so what I'm hearing is maybe they think you're with somebody else. That could be, maybe they think that you are completely happy and everything's great and there's no problems. They understand that you have set clear boundaries. They think you're happy. But there is love here. Like I mentioned, there's attraction, and there is love for you. They might also think that you have found somebody else and are in love. How is Cancer feeling about their person at this time, or the situation, this job? Wish granted, magic, effort, results. It says it becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. So maybe so there was this awareness, lack of awareness, but now there's this understanding by figuring out that you have all the answers, you have all the keys to your own happiness, that has, it's made it more real for you, that you have control over your life, because it is about, this time period in November is about taking back that control. Move ahead despite any obstacles that arise. That's that growth, right, that we talked about. Venture, explore, forge. And so you might be going on a trip. You might be, you might be traveling somewhere. You might be traveling for work. But you're moving finally. You're not, you've done the healing, or you're in the process of doing healing, and you're going to be moving forward. Um, this could be that this is the way that you feel about them, is that they've um, your person or the situation, that they've, moved on or moved ahead. This friendship has, uh, there's been a release of this stagnant energy, and there's been movement on both sides. um, you are always beautiful to someone who loves you. Timeless elegance, confident, real standards. um, I think that there's just this admiration for uh, the situation or this job, or you're trying to move forward and understand. Yeah, tenderness. You're trying to be compassionate, is what I'm saying. You're trying to be compassionate and trying to forgive, or at least, be able to acknowledge what's taken place, and then move beyond that, because not acknowledging it, or not, not not accepting it, um, that it is what it is, has kept you where you're at. And I think that you are coming to a place where you can finally just, it is what it is, whether this was a, not a great situation and you just had to let it go, whether, like, there has been maybe resentment, but it's just is a waste of your time to continue to put energy towards that. So you're just letting it go. Or it could be that, there's a friendship, and you can see that there were, other circumstances or other situations or people that were involved, and and you've just had compassion for whatever it is, but you don't want it a part of your life, because it affects your energy, and you've been able to release that. There's just been a point, or there will be a point, where you can finally have some of that relief because of growth, and healing, that inner child, that wound within you. And you'll feel that it'll be, I'm hearing, like, you'll wake up in the morning, and there will be just this, like, you'll feel. And I know that we've all had that in spiritual awakenings. You wake up the next day, and the energy is just different. It's um and it just kind of shifts the path a little bit. And I think that's what's happening here, is it's finally allowing you to be released from that hold, and those feelings and that energy, and the inner child wounds that have held you. And those are finally closing up, and you're able to move forward now, and actually plan and get yourself on, a good path, or back on a path that you were wanting to be on. um, okay, tell me more. Oh, are these the same cards? Did I just put these back? I did. Oh, interesting. I just picked up the same deck, but I guess this one needed to come out too. So, endless love. This could be the one you waited for to love forever. So, engaged, wedding, commit. So, maybe you've met somebody new, like, like they think you have. Maybe you've met somebody new, and there's a real admiration for this new person in your life. This could also be because it's almost like she's hugging herself. Maybe this love is that you have found, you're finding self-love, and really, taking good care of yourself, and loving yourself, right now, as you go through this healing. um, you could also, still, if this is like a romantic person, you could still feel this way about them, even though you knew you needed to let go. Maybe there's always going to be this love that you have for them, but that there just needed to be this release, because what they're doing, or the decisions that they're making, are hurting you, or, not for your highest good, not helping you grow, and were leaving you in a position where you couldn't move forward. Um, yeah. Okay. So let me get a different deck. Um, let's see. Okay, so let's look at this one. Tell me more. Oh, that's a whole bunch of cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, so you saw these come out, and then this one shot out this way. So, okay. I think what I'm hearing is that these go here, and this goes here. So for you, oh, funny, divine feminine. I mean, it's not funny. It's just like, I love when you guys can see the way that things um, happen so perfectly in tarot. So, divine feminine. So, your actual divine feminine is being, I'm hearing precision, is being detailed, fine tuned with this growth and this relief. It is like, it is being harnessed. Okay, so on this side, we've got, so maybe they are going through their own karmic lessons, or they were a karmic lesson for you. They're in debt, bad credit, having, unemployed. This is the second unemployment card. So maybe they have left a job, or will be leaving a job. Oops. Or maybe you left this job and this has helped you, see these things and grow. Um, Doing you, dating, stress free, setting goals, career focused. It says happily single. So maybe, okay, so I'm hearing they have broken away from something that was, or they're in the process, or maybe you have from them, or they have from a situation, maybe karmic partner that they had, or third party. There's been a breakaway from that. Okay, sex addiction, bad news, and family. Okay, we got to look into this. So tell me more about, what is this? I think for them that they have had, or they are going through intense karmic lessons in regards to money or investments, or um, I'm I'm hearing investing in being single there, and then um, they could have been messing around, player type energy, just this promiscuous type of attitude has caused them now bad news in regards to family. Maybe they have risked family ties. Um, Hold on. What is this? Sex addiction, bad news, and family. Oh, these are upside down. Oh, okay. There has been a complete, like, I don't even know what to say. I'm so stunned that all of that came out. There has been a complete tower moment that has been dropped. Like, or I'm hearing a bomb dropped on them. Okay, that was, I have never dropped an entire deck like that. Okay, so let's get, okay, let's get back. Okay, give me a second. Maybe this is the way that they are feeling, that they are so incredibly stunned at what has just taken place, or there's something that has just been dropped on them that they couldn't even breathe. They can't even believe that it's happened. Uh, okay, these ones, as I tried to put them back together, these three were left. So I'm going to look at the bottom of this deck now. Toxic, toxicity, poison. Okay, that goes along with this. But the card that I had pulled before it exploded everywhere was dating and romance. Okay, and then we're going to look at these. So moving, pretending, waves of emotion, and toxic, unhealthy behaviors. I think that there has been somebody that they might have been interested in, or that they were with, maybe for money or a home. Um, they have been, or that there's been somebody karmic, third party on their side, that either has been pretending, or they've been pretending to have emotions for them. Um, some some very toxic, and that's why there's karmic lessons, very toxic situations on their side, that there is either that they are moving away from, or that they got themselves involved in. And um, this bad news, I want to clarify that. Maybe somebody has been pretending that they are going to they've been living beyond their means and now they're going to have to move, or they've been sold a false dream. Oh, so I'm hearing somebody that they've been with, or they have sold a false narrative, a false dream of the way that they feel. They haven't felt the same way about somebody, or they haven't had feelings for somebody that they have been dating, or this person hasn't, or they've been waiting for somebody who they thought would eventually have feelings for them. Um, and they're getting bad news about this. Let me see. Clarify for me. Where's my other deck? Um, oh, right here. Okay, clarify. What is this? Bad news. Thank you for not giving me the entire deck. Codependency, unhealthy attachment, and weighed down. Maybe something's happened and they've gotten bad news, and now they feel chained to the situation. Give me more about bad news. Chained. The weight is it fast action, progression forward, lift off. And one more. Oh, maybe they got bad news about a pregnancy, or I also take this as a new beginning. They thought maybe they feel, what's at the bottom of the deck? Warning signs, red flags. They didn't pay attention to this risky situation that they were involving themselves in, and now they feel they feel stuck because they can't take this new beginning. They can't, or they can't. They've been like manipulated into a situation where they they are chained. Yeah, tell me about family. They are chained to the situation and they can't move now, or they can't. They got bad news about a pregnancy, or they got bad news about not being able to move. Maybe they were planning on moving, and um, or they have to move now. What's family? So legal, okay, legal could have gotten in the way, some type of contract or agreement, commitment. This says harmony, so that's good. Revealing secrets. Okay, so maybe there's time, like they're getting news about some legal, they've been wrapped up in toxic relationships. Maybe this is in regards to a house or a pregnancy. Um, they have felt tied maybe to uh, they've been wanting to make a move and make it like you have. um, they have wanted to, the situation that they got themselves into has chained them into not being able to move, whatever that is, whether that is purchasing a new home or a business partnership or some type of, says dating and romance, so somebody that they dated that they thought was going to be some, advantageous to them, when in reality it just stuck them in a manipulative bad situation, or they were manipulated by it. And it's time for somebody might be taking legal action, or there's commitments, or somebody's coming forward and talking about that they're not feeling the same way now about the situation, or somebody feels that the situation has to change, which will then make somebody have to move, or will the whole dynamics are going to have to change, and it's it's like it's time now, or they get this news, and it just, this news flips everything upside down. The bomb is dropped, like my whole deck, that the whole situation just kind of like falls apart or falls in their lap. um so let's get the outcomes, because I am 47 minutes in at this point. Let's get the outcome. What is the outcome of, let's see, yeah, we're going to use these. So show me the outcome for Cancer, or at least the potential outcome of maybe what this energy is going to bring for you. Okay, it says not relationship. So you're able to, uh, through these actions and things that you've been doing to better yourself, it actually is unchaining you. It's I'm hearing it's untangling you because you've been entangled in a mess, in a web, and you're able to release yourself. Yeah, this is giving you energy. Remember, the relief card. So you're getting energy because, that tension having you in knots, or that not being pulled, as that's released and untangled, you are being able to push away from the situation that has had your energy in a really low vibration. Um, and you're able to, start really coming back to yourself, I'm hearing. Now, what about for them? What's the potential outcome in this energy for them of everything that's happening with them? So their feminine energy is starting to come up. Emotions, they're starting to understand how, I guess, messed up the situation is. So this is all of this change. Like, I'm hearing that their plans, because I was talking about blueprints, right? Their plans, the situation they thought was going to pan out a certain way is not. Like, everything's going, a different a different way. Action. This is a 7 card, sunflower. Maybe they are. So moon is about hidden. Uh, they could have been hiding emotions, or hiding information, or hiding, there have been secrets, and this has caused more of a mess for them, and this is crossing it. So maybe in hiding the way that they feel, there wasn't, actions that were able to be taken, or they haven't taken any actions because of the emotions. Now I'm sitting here like this, and this card right here is kind of poking out. So I am going to take it to kind of clarify one more for that. This is what's going to happen. Um, Confirmation. Oh, this says 11:11. So maybe this is where they start waking up, and no matter what your decisions are, we all have free agency. You could not want to have anything to do with this person or this situation. This says 11:11, serendipity. So this could be a serendipitous moment that could have happened somehow. Um, this says guest one. So maybe maybe through understanding that they weren't taking any action, maybe they weren't taking any action because of hidden feelings or hidden information, emotions they weren't sharing. This has caused them, bad news about now they are, having to be alone. The subtotal is 11:11. The time is 12:12. So maybe it's showing them that, they the situation, these people on their side, or you, they're getting confirmation, angel numbers confirmation, that maybe there could have been a union, or there, that things are moving on from, um because it's 11:11 and then 12:12. So confirmation that you've moved on, and this is the bad news, or somebody around them, or somebody's taking something forward, or, seeing something through. And it could be, all because of, or this could be that they're emotional about an action that you have taken, and you've moved on. The 11:11, there was maybe supposed to be the soulmate, or there was the soulmate relationship, but you were done, and death and rebirth, and you've had to make your decision and grow, and that it's being confirmed to them. They're finally understanding, in this whole mess that they've been in, that you've had to move on. And that's at 11:11 to 12:12, and they're just like losing it. Um, and this is a mess, and you're starting to untangle from that mess. So very good news for you, and you're starting to, like, recharge, recalibrate, realign, right? Realign. And, as you untie yourself from the situation, and they are starting, through your action, they are getting awareness of exactly what's happening now, and things are coming to light. The sunflower, right? Sun, moon, right? things are coming to light. Their emotions are coming to the surface about you or this situation, about what they're involved in, or, you know, like this is forcing them to look at things that they haven't been looking at because they've been having a jolly old time, you know, racking up all this karmic debt. And now um, they're having to start paying their karmic debt, and it's bringing a lot of lessons and hard things for them to look at. So you keep doing you, and keep moving forward, keep planning, executing for yourself, you know, and focused on you like you should, and it's going to help keep you moving forward no matter what happens with the situation. You can't focus on this. This is theirs to deal with. They have to learn the lessons from this. So hopefully that helps you, Cancer. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.